Welcome to Game Night in the Region on the Region Sports Network, streaming live on YouTube, Facebook, regionsports.com, and the IHSAA Champions Network. We come to you tonight from Lake Central High School as the Region Sports Network features Indiana High School boys basketball as the East Chicago Central Cardinals coming to town to take on the Lake Central Indians. Michael Brenner here on site in St. John, along with my dad, Ron Brenner, as my analyst tonight. Dad, this should be an interesting one. You've got Lake Central, winners of the last 4 in a row, coming up against a very tough East Chicago Central team. 13-7 on the year for East Chicago, and that 13-7, there's 7 losses, but there are some tough teams up and down this schedule lineup.
Yeah, they play in a conference with only 4 schools, so you got to play a lot of schools out of your conference. They don't lallygag it. They go right to the better teams, which is good for them. They'll be real well prepared in 2 weeks when we start sectionals.
One of those, couple of those games, which some of them were losses, some of them were wins, is you go down to a tournament around the holiday times. You play Homestead, you play Zionsville, you play Penn, you play Fort Wayne Carroll. That is a gauntlet to get through. You lose the first 2, and then you get 2 wins at the end of that tournament, one of them in double overtime as well. I mean, you talk about, this is just an incredible schedule, and this is what Coach Murray wanted for his team. He wasn't happy with the fact that when they went down to regionals last year and they went up against Mishawaka, they wanted a team that could match what they saw against Mishawaka, and that's exactly what they have in their schedule up and down.
Yeah, they're 3A now, so if you play a bunch of 3A teams up north, they might not be as competitive as the 3A teams once you get Central Indiana and Southern Indiana.
So they are on a 2-game losing streak as of right now, but those 2 losses, LaPorte La Lumiere, and then Gary Westside. And a lot of times, there's always seems to be kind of like that signature game in the course of a season. When you have a team that is in a position to go far in a tournament, and there's always kind of that statement game, you know what I mean, that you go back to and you circle the game. And Coach Marui said, it's that Gary Westside game. That's what's going to get us focused. Ironically enough, also, and you can look at this, that was the last time they played. January 30th was the last time they played. That's a big break in the schedule.
Yeah, it's hard. It's good always to practice. You're licking your wounds if you got a couple guys that got nagging injuries. But it's hard to stay potentially to your top of your game if you're only practicing against your second team. You're going to have to face guys that are just as good as you, if not better, so you have to stay competitive.
So it'll be an interesting matchup for East Chicago today. Certainly one of the better teams in Northwest Indiana. Another team that we're seeing here tonight, a team that has won their last 4 in a row, that is on a hot streak right now, is the Lake Central Indians, coached by Coach Sexton, who 13 years over at Cal College before this. He had a little interim stay with Hanover as well, and has coached, really has a pedigree of coaching. His grandfather was a coach, was actually a Mr. Basketball back in 1952, was a coach at Butler from 77 to 89, and actually a member of the Indiana Basketball Hall of Fame. And then his dad was also an assistant over at Butler as well before head coaching duties in his tenure. So there's a lot of coaching pedigree for this Lake Central team.
Yeah, it's not as easy as people think. Coaching is, and especially high school kids. You coach middle school. To get these kids to follow the program that you want, to do the little things that you want them to do. I need you on the weak side to be sagging in the lane. I need you on the press. Everyone has to have their zone. He's got this whole team bought into the program, and they're playing strong right now.
Yeah, they are. Winners, as I said, of the last 4. And, they had a 9-game losing streak before that. In that 9-game losing streak, averaging 49 points a game. These 4 games that they've won, averaging 65.5 points per game. That is 10 better than what their season average is at 55 points a game. So something's clicking right now, and one of it, we didn't spotlight anyone from East Chicago specifically yet, but one guy for Lake Central to keep an eye on will be Zach Green. In that 4-game win streak, averaging 28 points.
Yeah, he scored 31 Friday. He's just a phenomenal player. He can shoot from the threes. I think he hit 1 3 Friday, but he moves the ball in and out. He can penetrate. He can kick back out. He's what makes this Lake Central team go.
So it should be a very interesting one here. A chance at history. We'll tell you about that on the other side of the break. You are watching Game Night of the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
When life keeps you busy and you can't get to the store, shop online with Strachan Van Til To Go. Our to-go service is easy to use. Register using your rewards account information, fill your virtual cart, and choose delivery or pickup. Once your order is in, our own Strachan Van Til team preps your order with care. With our to-go service, you can earn reward points and save time and money with our online coupons and weekly ad prices. Life made simple, shopping made easy. For more information or to sign up, visit shop.strachanvantil.com.
Four Seasons Mechanical proudly serves Northwest Indiana, providing quality, reasonably priced, reliable service. With a quality and comfort guarantee, the professionals at Four Seasons Mechanical offer a wide range of services in heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Whether it's residential or commercial, Four Seasons Mechanical is there 24/7. To find out more, the website is fourseasonsmechanical.com or give them a call at 219-756-7020. Four Seasons Mechanical, your indoor air quality specialist.
Hi, I'm Crowell Company's Lantern Man. For years, I've helped your family and friends save on their car insurance. And now I've returned to rescue you from high prices. Whether you have a perfect driving record or a not-so-perfect record. Follow me to the Crowell Agency for immediate and affordable coverage. I'm your insurance superhero. Crowell Companies, insurance professionals. Highland, Merrillville, and Michigan City.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
Flip the switch, a light turns on. Press the button, machines and instruments come to life. Touch the screen, communicate with the world. Simple tasks, guaranteed results, every second of every day. That's the power of power. And that's the power brought to you by the NECA contractors and electrical workers of Local 531.
Welcome back to Game Night here on the Region Sports Network. Just concluded our national anthem here at Lake Central. Let's go ahead and give you the starting lineups for both East Chicago and Lake Central. First out onto the floor for the Cardinals is number 1, a 6-foot junior, Jamari Pollard. And now the 6'6 senior, number 2, Yomari Wallace. Now number 3, the 5'9 senior Keontae Bell out onto the floor, along with the 6'2 junior, number 10, Joseph Watkins. And now the 6'7 senior, number 15, Greg Williams. And the lights will go off. We'll have the intro video that'll play off to our right. Get that on the screen there for you as they get a little fancy here at Lake Central. If you're just tuning into a Lake Central game this year, lights go off. We'll have spotlights and Technicolor lights, and rumor is Coach Enyart was gonna do a dance move as the hype video has stalled over there. We'll give you those starting lineups here in just a moment. We mentioned a chance at history a little bit later tonight, potentially. Dominique Murphy, 18 points away from breaking the school's all-time scoring record, which was set by Etwan Moore. Etwan Moore stands at 1,829 points. And for Murphy, he needs 18 to be able to break that record. So we'll keep an eye on that as the game goes on. See the starting lineup there for the Cardinals. We're awaiting the starting lineup for Lake Central. So, as they're about to hit the floor right now, the first out onto the floor will be the 5'10 junior at number 0, Cooper Cronky. And now the 6' junior, number 15, Jacob Billmeyer. The 6'3 senior, number 25, Zach Green. See the fun spotlights on Lake Central. And now the number 32, the 6'5 senior, Jordan Ireland. And number 33, the 6'5 junior, Noah Enyart. So there's your starting lineup for Lake Central as well. Our officials for tonight, Mark Sewell, Kevin Mikesell, and Nathan Nix. So we are ready to tip things off here from Lake Central. Should be a good one between the Cardinals and the Indians. East Chicago got the win last year against the Indians, 70-53 over at East Chicago. That was one of the wins that kind of helped East Chicago kind of get a good record in that year last year, 22-5 on the season, as this one's stolen away, sent on down and put up and in for Pollard. Both teams had a possession that was no good, but the first points come to Pollard.
Yeah, gets a little steal, and it's a breakaway layup.
So Cronky will get it here. Billmeyer off to Enyart here in the left side. Now Billmeyer kicks it off to Green. Green was open for that three, but decides to try to take something. Doesn't want to take a bad shot beyond the arc. And losing his footing, that'll be a walk. I think Enyart was expecting a call of some kind for him to lose his footing, some body contact.
He wanted something. He didn't think he fell on his own, but not enough to get the call.
So another possession here for the Cardinals as Bell bringing it up the floor. Drives to his left, stops and spins it around. Wallace, one of those guys to definitely keep your eyes on over the course of a game as he puts that one up and in. Wallace averaging 11 points a game. There's 2 to start it up.
Yeah, nice. Just drive the basket down the right side, get to about 6 feet, just put it up and in.
Enyart had it poked out of his hand. Bell gives it up to Williams, who's going to be called for the walk as he wasn't expecting that pass and just kind of lost his balance going off there.
Yeah, he had it in a good position, just wasn't quite ready for the ball to get to him. Took one too many steps going towards the hoop.
Our game night forecast brought to you by our friends at Economy Electric Heating and Cooling. A very chilly 27 degrees outside. Weather approaching here tomorrow in northwest Indiana. Hopefully it doesn't get too nasty out there. Ireland puts one up and in to get the first bucket for Lake Central.
Yeah, real nice post. Got it right down to him. Little pivot. Put it in nicely.
So for that Economy Electric Heating and Cooling game night forecast, it's brought to you by Economy Electric Heating and Cooling, keeping you cool in the summer and cozy in the winter. Lake Central cozies down a rebound there as Green will bring it across the timeline. Almost looked like he was going to be double-teamed there. Kicks it off to Enyart. Now to Billmeyer here in the corner. Ireland off the screen, tries to tip it to Enyart. Definitely things don't seem as, usually Lake Central, a very methodically passing team. Things just seem to be a little bit off right now. Are they speeding it up a little bit too much in their heads, do you think?
Yeah, I don't know. They're trying to get to the basket. I'm not sure why because they run an outside offense, and it's just not clicking right now.
Cronky trying to get that steal. Couldn't get it to go, so now Lake Central on the defensive end here. Wallace putting that one up. It's no good. Bill Meyer with the rebound.
Yeah, Bill Meyer filling on his side, filled in, got the nice rebound, staying in position.
Down to 5:23 left to go in this opening quarter. What was the call there?
I don't know if they said he stepped on the line.
Yeah, he was, from my vantage point, he was nowhere close to that line, but I just saw the finger point the other way. I didn't think it was a foul. Hey, this broke a streak for, at least for me, the points before a foul. I was on a three-game streak where we saw fouls before points.
We saw lots of fouls on Friday. What?
That was Thursday.
Oh, yeah,
Your birthday was Friday.
Yeah.
Too much celebrating. Gives it up here on the baseline. Jumper, no good for Williams.
Lake Central doing a really good team rebounding there. Everyone blocking out. No one came up with a clean, but was able to corral it.
Sabador has checked into the game for Lake Central. Kroenke pulls up from three. It's no good. And you're trying for the rebound, makes the contact, but to no avail as Watkins comes down the floor. Now a three in the corner shot, hits the iron, no good. Green with the rebound. Pollard couldn't connect on that one. This one stripped out of the hands of Green. Now coming down the floor. Here comes Watkins with the layup, up and in. 6 points, 3 different scores for East Chicago.
Green took it to the basket, just lost control, and East Chicago just on the run gets an easy layup.
Ireland goes up, has contact. He'll go to the line to shoot two. You know, I got to talk to Coach Sexton a little bit before the last game, and one of the things that he said is, you know, early on in the season, we had a lot of guys with limited varsity experience, so we're trying to grow into that. And, you know, finally at this point here, after that 9-game losing streak, you know, things are starting to look as if, you know, things are coming together. They're fighting through the battles that maybe they weren't fighting through before. Well, right now, I would say there's a lot of turnovers for Lake Central. I don't have the exact number right now. I would say it's close to 5, if not at 5. And it's only a 3-point game as of right now as Ireland knocks down that first free throw.
Yeah, I got them at 5. It's they're doing the same things they normally do. It's just they're getting a little more penetration. East Chicago is really handsy. They're intercepting passes and just deflecting things.
So Ireland back to the line here. Bends the knees and fires that one up. It battles around, but does not fall home. Good box out down there on the other end for East Chicago. Skipping this one to the top of the key for Bell. And Bell will wait for something to get called up here as Coach Marui gives this up to Watkins in the corner. Can't get it to go. Ireland comes down with the rebound, gives it up to Green. Green gets across the timeline here. Ireland at the top of the key. Sabador thought about that three, but good close out there. Swinging onto into the paint there, and Kroenke can't get the jumper to go. Enyart with the rebound, looking for someone to pass it to. Finds Sabador at the top of the key, and this one poked out of bounds on the pass attempt to Green.
Yeah, that was a really good shot. Got the offensive rebound, stayed with it. They're hustling. Both teams are hustling here, and it looks like we're going to just have to sit down and wait for a battle here.
Well, you know me, I've never really been patient. Sabador left alone in the corner for three. Just coming up short. Ireland fighting with that rebound. Enyart comes up and puts it in. That's a big bucket for Lake Central. Coming down in transition. Here goes Watkins. Loses the ball. Ball on the floor. Here comes Green now. Goes behind his back. Comes across the floor. Meets the contact. Tries to flip it up. Enyart there. Puts it back home.
Yeah, Enyart really stayed with the play. Waited for the ball to come back off the glass. Nice offensive rebound after Green took it right to the body of the East Chicago guy.
Under 3 minutes to go in this opening quarter. Lake Central with the lead. Jumper no good. Rebound comes down to Lake Central. That was Williams with it. Murphy has checked into the game, by the way, as Sabador knocks down the three this time. Not a guy you want to leave alone or give any space beyond the arc. As Murphy loses that one, but there is a foul here.
Yeah, Sabador gives him a little bit of punch off the bench. He hit 3 threes on Thursday, one in the first quarter, one in the second, one in third. So he's not afraid to to fill it in. Just if he can get hot, he could get points in a hurry.
Both teams with a foul in this one. Murphy has to stay. Oh, did he establish himself?
Yeah.
He was right on that line. Question was, did he establish himself in front of the line as this one smacked out of the hands of Murphy? Everyone on the Lake Central bench calling for that backcourt violation. But if he didn't really establish it with his foot, I mean, if his foot is on the line and he establishes it at that point, that's allowed, right? Because he hasn't established on one side or the other.
They're already in the offensive side, so he'd have to establish his whole self on the backcourt side to be able to step on the line. So that's a backcourt.
Okay.
And they just missed it. It's hard to see there at the Lake Central logo.
Yeah, where the foot, yeah.
There's no line because the whole wood is blue. It's hard to see.
This one up. There is a foul call, and it'll count for the bucket.
Yeah, Wallace going strong to the basket. Going to go for the and one here.
Wallace picked up his 4th point there, going for his 5th on this free throw attempt. Don't forget we have awards to hand out at the end of this one. We got the Crow Company's Lantern Man Superhero of the game. We'll have a jump ball call. It'll favor Lake Central on the jump ball.
Yeah, just didn't get that free throw up high enough. He got it right to the rim, kind of like a line drive. Needs to get it up in the air a little bit to get it up over the front of the rim.
For the Lantern Man, Crow Company's Lantern Man Superhero of the game. Proud to recognize superheroes on the basketball court. Under 2 minutes to play in just this opening quarter. Lake Central leads it by 2. Green kicks it out. Sabador open for 3 again. Comes up short on that one. Fighting for the rebound. Kroenke. Ireland saves it in the corner. Ireland fighting through, trying to save the ball, give it to somebody. Picked up his dribble. Makes contact, and they're going to say it's an offensive foul against Ireland. So they're saying the defense was stationary and that Ireland forced the contact, but Ireland's contact was more in the fall. It looked like he was more falling as he got tripped up.
Yeah, that's Ireland's. It's going to be a tough call. He was going laterally, so it's kind of hard to take a charge when the offensive player is not even going to the rim. He's going sideways from the rim.
Jump shot just a little bit short. Trying to put it back up, though, was Williams on the short attempt from Watkins. Green willing to slow this thing down just a little bit. Again, we know Lake Central can be very methodical in their attempts here. They do not try to attempt bad shots. They will be patient for something to open up. Sabador for 3 again. Can't hit that one. He's 1 of 4 from beyond the arc tonight. And he's not afraid. That's not going to stop him from shooting. It's Wallace. I mentioned he's got the 4 points tonight. Averages 7 as Murphy goes up, has it stripped out of his hands. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. Couldn't get that one to fall through.
Yeah, neither team shooting the lights out here right now, but they're both going to the basket strong, drawing some fouls here now. That's the fourth foul on Lake Central.
For Murphy, he comes to this one, misses that one. He is a 74% free throw shooter, misses the first. Again, he's looking to make some history tonight. And knocks that one down. So 1 of 2 from the charity stripe for Dominique Murphy. 38 seconds to go here. It is a 1-point game, and that'll be a foul on Murphy on the reach-in of Jordan Ireland. By the way, Murphy averaging 22 points a game.
Yeah, kind of a silly foul in the backcourt there. They might have had Lake Central close to getting a 10-second call because he'd have got possession there and still had to get over with your big guy holding the ball. Looks like they're just going to hold for 1 here.
Ireland at the top of the key now. See some movement here. Sabador with the pressure. Bill Myers checked back into the game. Down to 10 seconds.
Yeah, this is where I want it. Green at the top of the thing. Let him make the right decision.
Kroenke dishing it down. Had it stolen away. Murphy feeds it ahead to Wallace, who gets swallowed up. And that'll be the end of the quarter. I think East Chicago may have been looking for a foul on that one, but at the buzzer, no whistle. So it is a 1-point game at the end of one. You are watching Game 9 of the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
With 40 years of experience serving Indiana, Illinois, and Tennessee, Enigenberg Exteriors has only had one goal in mind: to achieve excellent customer service. From commercial and residential roofing to siding, window, and door replacement, Enigenberg Exteriors delivers 110% customer satisfaction from the first hello to the final walkthrough. Visit Enigenberg.com for more information, or give them a call at 219-365-2837. Enigenberg Exteriors, restoring hope one project at a time.
Welcome back to Game Night here on the Region Sports Network. Be sure to stay connected with all things Region Sports by supporting and following us on social media. We're always active on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, X, and online at regionsports.com. Celebrating over 25 years, we're proud to still be the only game in town. 25 years of the Region Sports Network. Pretty impressive. Still bringing you all the best that we possibly can. One of those matchups here tonight. East Chicago as Spencer Gale, who's checked in for Lake Central, gets the poke there, puts it up and in. That's how the second quarter gets started. And a nice bucket for Spencer Gale, the senior. Bell off to Murphy. Murphy driving. Pops it for the jumper. Rattles around, no good. Coming up underneath, it's a volleyball match under there. And they're going to say it's going to be Lake Central ball. Bell had the ball and then lost it. We'll see a little press going on here for East Chicago.
I'm not really sure what went on there.
Gale got stopped at the half-court line there, but is still able to keep it across the timeline. This one kicked by Wallace on that pass attempt from Billmeyer. Some of those other awards we're going to hand out. We've got the Boilermakers Local 374 Blue Collar Player of the Game. Earned while you learn with Boilermakers Local 374. Salvador for three. Yes! His second of the night. And the leading scorer now for Lake Central.
Yeah, he's not afraid, especially in the corner there. He's got a real nice touch. Gets enough air under the ball. It's got a nice shot.
Timms with that shot.
Yeah, Timms comes in, goes right to the middle of the basket. Got some height on there. Gets up and gets a nice little 8-footer right to the hoop.
Stands 5'11", but using all that frame to get the points there. Billmeyer trying to keep the dribble. Green with defense all over him. He takes the jumper. It's no good, but he gets fouled, and I believe that was on Timms. So that'll be the first foul of the quarter for East Chicago. So DeAndre Timms with his first foul of the game.
Yeah, Green did a really nice job getting fouled while he was going up. Here's the whistle, throws the ball at the basket.
Can't connect on that first free throw. You know, quietly we're looking down here, and Lake Central has the 4-point lead. Green has yet to score.
Yeah, he needs to see one, go through, and then he'll get on a streak just like all the good players do.
Well, there's always that guy kind of on every team where another team says, we're not going to let this guy beat us. Green is certainly that guy, but there's plenty of other options for Lake Central as well. Noah Enyard also scores pretty well for the Indians, and you've seen it there on those cleanups afterwards after the missed shots. Salvador can obviously hit it from outside. Gale drives, kicks it out. Salvador right back to Gale. We know a lot of scoring options for East Chicago as well. Lost that on the foot. Spencer Gale. Murphy down there trying to pick this one up. And we'll have a jump ball, possession arrow favoring Lake Central.
Yeah, Gale on the dribble, just lost control, tried to get it back, gets the jump ball though.
Coach Murillo over there calling the defensive plays for East Chicago. Spent 3 years as an assistant coach here at East Chicago before he got the interim job and then eventually got the head coaching job over here. I got to talk to him before the game today, and I was just so impressed with the things he was saying about what he wants to do with this program in terms of really making this an opportunity for these guys to be successful. One of those guys is Murphy as he puts that one in.
Yeah, he just reached around, gets the steal, and just takes it all the way to the basket. East Chicago there was wondering why they didn't get the ball on the jump, but they started the second quarter with the ball.
Correct. After the jump ball to Lake Central. Bill Meyer kicks it out. Green drives, kicks it out. Gale, he drives. It's stolen away. They read it from Salvador. Here comes Wallace. Now up and in, and there's going to be contact and a foul against Watkins. So Watkins for the chance for the old-fashioned three-point play. As Kroenke going to come back into the game. Bill Meyer will step out. Enyart coming back out as well. The foul, by the way, was on Ireland, his second. 5:06 left to go here in the opening half. So Watkins to the line here. 1 point game. He's looking to tie it here for East Chicago and cannot. He misses on that one. But still, you'll be set if Coach says, hey, we're going to set you up with a ton of and one opportunities as Green just short on that attempt there. Salvador almost poking that one away, kicking it across. It's out of bounds. It'll stay here with East Chicago. Yeah. I think Coach Murray would tell you, like, you know what, I'll take and ones all day long. If we hit some of them, I'll be happy.
Yeah, Green just couldn't get the ball up over the basket on that last one. Trying to draw a contract, just didn't get it for the foul.
Pollard looking to inbound here. Does so to Murphy before he gets swallowed up and double-teamed, and it's going to be a foul. Coach Sexton was trying to make the call of a jump ball, but official says no. And Kroenke is called for the foul, his first. So we'll run it again on the inbound play here. Long pass into Wallace. Watkins. Watkins pulls up for three. He knocks it down. That's a big get for East Chicago in this one. He's got 7. And just like that, East Chicago takes the 2-point lead. Enyart swallowed up. Kicks it across to Gale. Smothering defense from East Chicago in this one. Salvador kicks it to Enyart. Back to Salvador. Knocks it down again.
Yeah, the in and out. He takes it down to the post, kicks it back out for a wide open 3 in the corner.
11 points off the bench for Lake Central of their 19. 9 of those coming from Noah Salvador. Three ball, no good. Kroenke trying to get in there, ball out of bounds. And the official says Lake Central ball there. You were wondering, 5 points for East Chicago off the bench, but they're getting more points from their starters. 7, of course, coming from Watkins. Salvador again!
Yeah, Green just pushed it straight down into the corner. Salvador, no one on him. He's feeling it, so he fires it up.
I'd have to go. That's 4 triples. I'd have to go back. I know. They're going to say offensive foul, a charge call against.
Enyart really got positioned down there. That was a really nice defensive play.
So Enyart takes the charge. I would have to see if I can track down the record books. Most threes for Lake Central in a game. I would imagine you got to be thinking about Nick Anderson in that case when it comes to the amount of threes in a single game.
Yeah, He could fire him up.
If memory serves, there was a game where he at least had 7, and a lot of contact down there. Couldn't get that one to fall.
Yeah,
Here comes East Chicago back in transition.
Yeah, Williams
Bell.
really kept his position.
Murphy up. They say no basket, foul on the floor. Bell missed the shot. Murphy was there trying to put it back. He gets fouled, so he'll go to the line. He wanted the end one opportunity, but the foul was on the floor.
That's a second on Sabador, so he's going to come out for a second here.
Excuse me, so Murphy not going to the line. He wanted that three-point opportunity. Pass to the corner with Bell. Bell drives, meets contact. Ball doesn't go in. Ball goes in that time. I believe it was tipped in by Williams. And the PA announcer agrees with me here at Lake Central. I believe that's Ryan Schweitzer over there. Enyart, top of the key, gives to Kroenke. Now Green drives baseline, meets the contact. No whistle, short on the attempt. 2-point game. Here comes the Cardinals in transition. Watkins open for 3, fakes, passes it one more time to Bell. Bell kicks it down underneath, and Murphy in there with the jam.
Yeah, just good ball movement, penetration, and for just a little side pass for an easy layup.
Ties the game at 22-all with 2:05 to go here in the half. Billmeyer gets through the defense, can't make the layup. Watkins dumps it into Murphy here at the baseline, kicks it underneath, trying to keep that foot down, could not keep that pivot foot down.
Yeah, I think they said he slid it just a little bit.
A little bit of a scoot.
Trying to get some separation from the defense.
So Gale here with $1:47 left to go in the half. Tight one here, Lake Central and East Chicago. Gives it to Gale over the top. Billmeyer, he's open for 3. It's offline, ricochets around, and it's saved by Murphy. Murphy kicks it out into the corner. Pollard, 3, no good. Rebound, Enyart. Almost had it poked away. Green. A lot of contact there, and the official right in front of the East Chicago bench says, I don't think that was enough there. Green with it.
Yeah, that's East Chicago coach wanted it offensive, but I don't think that's the call they would have called if they'd have blew the whistle.
Well, this one poked away, picked up by the Cardinals. They were trying to feed Enyart, and now Cooper Kroenke gets called for the foul.
Yeah, and the last one, Pollard just reaching in, slapping it out of his hand.
Don't forget to visit regionsports.com, Facebook/Region Sports Nation, and Instagram for this week's Powering Indiana Peak Performers, presented by NECA IBEW, Powering Indiana of Lake County, the region's most trusted electricians. So Kroenke picked up that second foul here. East Chicago with 40 seconds to go in the half. 3 on the way is good for Bell.
Yeah, his first basket of the day, but lined it right up, put it in.
Gale gives it to Green, willing to wait for that final shot here as they're down to 22 seconds. Down to 10. Kroenke to Enyart. Enyart pulls up for 3. Just off the mark. Gale back up, scores it. And that'll be the end of the quarter. So Gale gets that last bucket before the end of the half. We'll be back in just a moment. You're watching Game Night here on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Can't wait for summer, but dreading the heat because your old AC let you down? Don't sweat it out this summer. Call Economy Electric Heating and Cooling. The professionals there can fix you up. Install a central air unit that'll last for years. Your family deserves to stay comfortable. And with a 24/7 emergency service, comfort is just a phone call away. Give them a call at 219-923-4441 or check them out on the web at 4ajobdoneright.com.
Better Beef of Indiana. Hormone-free, locally raised, and locally processed beef. Better Beef of Indiana is located in Valpo at 2600 Beach Street, where you could buy individual cuts of beef completely raised in Hebron. From single pounds of ground beef to filet mignon, Better Beef of Indiana has it all. Visit their website at betterbeefindiana.com. Follow them on Facebook or call the owner, Kevin, directly at 219-508-5797. Better Beef of Indiana, where quality meets value.
Blythe's Team Sports in Valparaiso is a leader in athletics apparel and equipment sales. With in-house production including screen printing, trophies, embroidery, and more, Blythe's can help you to create the perfect look. For more information, visit them online at teamblythes.com. Blythe's Team Sports in Valparaiso, where the athletes shop.
When life keeps you busy and you can't get to the store, shop online with Strachan Van Til To Go. Our to-go service is easy to use. Register using your rewards account information, fill your virtual cart, and choose delivery or pickup. Once your order is in, our own Strachan Van Til team preps your order with care. With our to-go service, you can earn reward points and save time and money with our online coupons and weekly ad prices. Life made simple, shopping made easy. For more information or to sign up, visit shop.strachanvantil.com.
Four Seasons Mechanical proudly serves Northwest Indiana, providing quality, reasonably priced, reliable service. With a quality and comfort guarantee, the professionals at Four Seasons Mechanical offer a wide range of services in heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Whether it's residential or commercial, Four Seasons Mechanical is there 24/7. To find out more, the website is fourseasonsmechanical.com or give them a call at 219-756-7020. Four Seasons Mechanical, your indoor air quality specialist.
Hi, I'm Crowd Company's Lantern Man. For years, I've helped your family and friends save on their car insurance. And now I've returned to rescue you from high prices. Whether you have a perfect driving record or a not-so-perfect record. Follow me to the Crowd Agency for immediate and affordable coverage. I'm your insurance superhero. Crowd Companies, insurance professionals. Highland, Merrillville, and Michigan City.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
Flip the switch, a light turns on. Press the button, machines and instruments come to life. Touch the screen, communicate with the world. Simple tasks, guaranteed results, every second of every day. That's the power of power. And that's the power brought to you by the NECA contractors and electrical workers of Local 531.
With 40 years of experience serving Indiana, Illinois, and Tennessee, Enegenberg Exteriors has only had one goal in mind: to achieve excellent customer service. From commercial and residential roofing to siding, window, and door replacement, Enigenberg Exteriors delivers 110% customer satisfaction from the first hello to the final walkthrough. Visit Enigenberg.com for more information or give them a call at 219-365-2837. Enigenberg Exteriors, restoring hope one project at a time.
Can't wait for summer, but dreading the heat because your old AC let you down? Don't sweat it out this summer. Call Economy Electric Heating and Cooling. The professionals there can fix you up. Install a central air unit that'll last for years. Your family deserves to stay comfortable. And with a 24/7 emergency service, comfort is just a phone call away. Give them a call at 219-923-4441 or check them out on the web at 4ajobdoneright.com.
Better Beef of Indiana. Hormone-free, locally raised, and locally processed beef. Better Beef of Indiana is located in Valpo at 2600 Beach Street, where you could buy individual cuts of beef completely raised in Hebron. From single pounds of ground beef to filet mignon, Better Beef of Indiana has it all. Visit their website at betterbeefindiana.com. Follow them on Facebook or call the owner, Kevin, directly at 219-508-5797. Better Beef of Indiana, where quality meets value.
Blythe's Team Sports in Valparaiso is a leader in athletics apparel and equipment sales. With in-house production including screen printing, trophies, embroidery, and more, Blythe's can help you to create the perfect look. For more information, visit them online at teamblythes.com. Blythe's Team Sports in Valparaiso, where the athletes shop.
Here on the Region Sports Network, Michael Brenner here along with Ron Brenner. Happy to have you with us on is it Tuesday? My week's all thrown off.
Yeah, Tuesday. It's good to be here.
Always fun to be at Lake Central High School in a matchup between the Indians and the East Chicago Central Cardinals. You see the score right now. East Chicago up 25-24 at the half. They just recognized all of the senior cheerleaders here at Lake Central. How did we get here? Well, first off, Lake Central, half of their points coming off the bench from Noah Sabador. 4 3-pointers in this one early on.
Yeah, he got hot down in the left corner and just kept putting them in.
And that's some of the best hands in the business, just like Bricklayers Local 4, Indiana, Kentucky. Join Bricklayers Local 4 and start building your career today. Visit baclocal4.org to find out more. And then for East Chicago, leading the way right now is Joseph Watkins. He's got 7 points, but right behind him with 5, and we're keeping track, and we're trying to bring you hopefully a historical moment here from Lake Central. And it's Dominique Murphy with 5 points. He is 13 shy of breaking the all-time school scoring record, which was set by Etwan Moore through his 4 years as a varsity player. So up by 1 here at the half. When you think about it, though, to be the leading scorer, obviously this is East Chicago Central. You know, you talk a lot of times, you talk about the history of East Chicago. There was a phenomenal documentary made a few years back called We Are EC, the untold story of East Chicago basketball. You talk about the women's and the men's side of high school basketball for East Chicago. The history that comes out of that city is just incredible. 4 state championships in East Chicago on the boys' side of things, 2 for East Chicago Washington, 1 for Roosevelt. You had 1960, 70, 71, and then back in 2007, the team from East Chicago Central that won with Etwan Moore.
Yeah, that was you had Pete Turkovich in 71 at East Chicago Washington, won a state championship, turned around to be able to coach a state championship. He was pretty proud of the fact that he could do that, and to say that he won 2 NCAA championships with UCLA. I actually know Pete, so played some open basketball with him. He's a really, really great guy.
Always fun to get to see guys that you go up against sometimes in the gym become successful. All right, we've got the second half coming up in just a moment. Again, we got awards we're going to hand out at the end of this one. We've also got, we mentioned the first 2, we've also got the Ironworkers 395 play of the game, brought to you by Ironworkers Local 395. To find out how you can become a union ironworker, visit ironworkers395.com. All right, starters out on the floor for Lake Central. You got Cooper Cronky, Jacob Billmeyer, Zachary Green, Jordan Ireland, Noah Enyart. And for East Chicago, it's the same starting five. So Jamari Pollard, Yamari Wallace, Keontae Bell, Joseph Watkins, and Greg Williams. And it'll be East Chicago ball out of the half here. So a little... is this the little zone defense they got going here, going 1-1? Or going one-on-one? As Bell misses that first three-point opportunity there. Green lost the ball, and now we'll have a traveling violation here against East Chicago. I think Green was expecting a whistle on that contact there, but came to no avail.
They're letting some things go. There's a little more contact than...
I'm all for it.
We've talked about this before on the air. Up north, there's a little bit more. It's more like Big Ten basketball.
Giving it out to Kroenke. Beyond the three-point arc, he did have Noah Enyart right in front of him. Skip pass over to Green. Defense cuts it down quickly. Ireland trying to feed it into Enyart. He's able to save it. Big save there for Ireland.
Yeah, Murphy got a hand on it, just couldn't corral it to actually get it.
Right hand shot is good for Ireland. He's got 5 points in this one. Lake Central takes the lead.
Yeah, East Chicago came back out with Murphy to start the second half here. He's going to try to get him untracked.
Lost the ball. It goes out of bounds. It'll stay here with East Chicago.
Yeah, Ireland came from behind, swatted it away, got beat on the play, but stayed with it. Good defensive play. Knocked it out of bounds.
Give us to Watkins. Skips it over to Bell. Bell with the float shot, and it's good. He's got 5 points. First points of the second half. Here comes Kroenke now, trying to get across this press, and it'll be a kicked ball. So it'll stay here with Lake Central. So the 10 seconds resets here. Kroenke. They try to trap. Kicks it out. Enyart. Gives it up to Bill Meyer across the timeline. A lot of trapping going on for this East Chicago team as they just smother the defense. Foul against
Williams there.
Against Williams on Ireland.
Trying to get position. He saw him going to the basket, just couldn't get set and leaned a little bit into the shot.
So Ireland will go back to the line for the second time tonight. He was 1 of 2 earlier. 6:31 left to go here in this third quarter. Knocks that one down. Ireland, a 65% free throw shooter coming into tonight. 64.7 if you want to get technical with it.
Yeah, he's got a really nice shot.
The Chicago fans trying to get him off his game a little bit. Doesn't work, though. So 3 for 4 from the free throw line tonight. 6:25 to go in this third quarter.
Yeah,
Watkins with it.
Lake Central just pushing back into that zone. They're going to let East Chicago take those 3-point shots.
Murphy tries to feed the middle, is able to get it back. We'll see who cut in the middle. This time Murphy's the one that kind of floats through there. Now they're kind of doing a rotation, a little triangle rotation with that middle and baseline guys.
Yeah, the 2 Lake Central guards that are the top of the zone aren't very deep, not very high. They're basically giving them the shot.
Jumper, no good, and we'll have a lot of contact down here. And there is a whistle.
Call that on Bill Meyer.
So Bill Meyer going to be called for his first.
Yeah, the ball came off just a little bit longer, and he had to come over the back to.
Wallace with it at the top of the key, swinging it around to Bell. Now feed the middle, trying to get to Murphy. Murphy in the paint, gets it to go.
Nice, strong baseline cut. Got him the ball. Easy pass down court.
Ireland got swatted down at the other end. Wallace kicks it out. Watkins for 3. Rattles around, no good. Enyart on the box out, able to come down with a rebound. Enyart kicks it to Bill Meyer. He's open for three and hits the front iron. Watkins with the rebound. He's coming down quickly in transition. Loses it off his foot. Ball out of bounds. As he steps on the line, it'll be Lake Central ball. There's times where this game gets slowed down. When it speeds up, it favors East Chicago, it feels like.
Yeah, they're picking up the pace here a little bit here. Must have a little extra energy after the halftime.
They got a good pep talk apparently in the halftime. Green feeds it over to Kroenke. Didn't want to fully get over the timeline. Wanted to still be able to.
Yeah, Green on the sideline there. Got just a little bit trying to cut behind Kroenke and just went a little bit too far. And then when he passed him the ball, he couldn't get back to stay in bounds.
Yeah, Kroenke didn't seem to want to be fully established over that half-court line, just because then he has an opportunity to still go into the backcourt if he needed to for some reason, or pass it behind him. Murphy spinning, a lot of contact. They're saying no bucket, and there is an offensive foul against Murphy. He definitely tried to drag that shoulder into the body.
Yeah, he just a little spin move, except for the problem was it was a second Lake Central player right there took the contact.
Kroenke had it swatted away, stolen. Watkins throws it into the middle. Ireland comes up with it.
Yeah, I don't think Watkins realized he was already in the backcourt.
Kroenke had it poked away from behind by Watkins, who feeds it ahead to Bell, dishes it off to Murphy, meets ahead, and there's a blocking foul against Lake Central. So Murphy will go to the line.
Yeah, Ireland just couldn't get set down there. Ball moving a little bit quicker this half.
Murphy at 7 points in this one so far. We do have those awards we're going to hand out at the end of this one. We mentioned the Crowell Company's Lantern Man Superhero of the Game. Yeah. Crowell Company's proud to recognize the superheroes on the basketball court. Sorry, Dad. And we've got the Boilermakers Local 374 Blue Collar Player of the Game. Learn about apprenticeship programs and more at local374.org. And then, of course, we've got the Ironworkers 395 Play of the Game. Ironworkers 395. For more information on the apprenticeship program, check out ironworkers395.com. Knocks down the second free throw, does Murphy. So that gives him 8 points on the night. He is 10 points away from breaking the all-time school record. Enyart, baseline, puts it up. Had it blocked from on top. Wallace feeds ahead to Murphy. Murphy against Salvador. He goes up off the window and good.
Yeah, Enyart just got a little bit too far underneath the basket. Didn't have a good angle to put it up and in.
I mentioned Murphy averages 22 points a game. It's pretty impressive for the 6'6 senior. Salvador, who was hot in that first half, had 4 3-pointers in the first half. Hasn't had an attempt here. Feeding it down to Enyart, off the hands. Enyart backing up against Murphy, goes up and in. Really nice play for Noah Enyart.
Yeah, used the rim as protection there, went from one side to the other, and that helped. And then here's big
here goes Green. Green slows it down, puts it right in.
Yeah,
his first field goal of the game. That's 3 points for Green. And we're all knotted up at 32. Wallace to Bell. Lake Central still in this 3-4 defense. Bell pulls up from 3 and connects. That's his second of the night. Green goes up, leaves it short, goes out of bounds. It'll be East Chicago ball, and we'll have a timeout taken by Lake Central. It'll be a full timeout, so we'll step aside. You're watching Game Night here on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
When life keeps you busy and you can't get to the store, shop online with Strachan Van Til To Go. Our to-go service is easy to use. Register using your rewards account information, fill your virtual cart, and choose delivery or pickup. Once your order is in, our own Strachan Van Til team preps your order with care. With our to-go service, you can earn reward points and save time and money with our online coupons and weekly ad prices. Life made simple, shopping made easy. For more information or to sign up, visit shop.strachanvantil.com.
Welcome back to Game Night here on the Region Sports Network. Be sure to stay connected with all things Region Sports by supporting and following us on social media. We're always active on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, X, and online at regionsports.com. Celebrating over 25 years, we're proud to still be the only game in town. I know you're on all those social media apps, right, Dan?
Oh, sure.
I know Facebook.
I have it.
we gotta get you that password again.
Yeah, I'm on there. I look occasionally to see what you're posting, but in case I miss a game.
Murphy can't get that one to go. Here comes Spencer Gale. Kicks that one out. Salvador takes the step. Thought about shooting that one, but didn't want to throw it up in haste. I don't know. Sometimes if you have the hot hand, you kind of, if you're feeling it a little bit, he just probably felt the defense around him smothering it too much.
Yeah, and he's out a little bit further than the line. Like the three that he hit down in the corner, so you're right at like 17, 18 feet.
He's cutting to the basket. He was open. Now he's trying to have a foul. Green got bailed out there because, I don't know if you saw, Salvador was cutting to the basket on the baseline, and Green was starting to flow. Could have passed it to him easily.
Yeah.
But then Salvador started to bail out when he saw Green starting to attack.
Yeah, his man went in to help, but he went to the basket too instead of just staying in the corner.
Enyart. And they are all over him now. Now they've seen those 4 triples go down in that first half.
Yeah, earlier they even had Murphy out there all the way out. Get a little more length.
Murphy is on. He's going way out there. Now this one poked away. Salvador pulls up from 3. Hits the back iron. Rebound comes down to Wallace. He's able to gather. Tries to feed it to Murphy. Salvador gives it up. Green kicks it out to Enyart. Maybe not on purpose, but by a happy accident. Trying to kick this out to Salvador, and you mentioned how lanky as Salvador again. Oh, can't get that one to go. He's been hot from over there. Kicking it out underneath. Pollard had it tipped away. Are they going to call goaltending? I believe they are. At least they should. And we'll have a timeout taken as the bucket is going to be good. So Pollard will be credited with the bucket. And it'll be 37-32. Yep, 37-32. And we're going to step aside for just a moment. You're watching Game Night of the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Four Seasons Mechanical proudly serves Northwest Indiana, providing quality, reasonably priced, reliable service. With a quality and comfort guarantee, the professionals at Four Seasons Mechanical offer a wide range of services in heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Whether it's residential or commercial, Four Seasons Mechanical is there 24/7. To find out more, the website is fourseasonsmechanical.com or give them a call at 219-756-7020. Four Seasons.
And we welcome you back to Game Night here on the Region Sports Network. Under a minute to play, 59.8 seconds to go here in this third quarter. And we've seen some of the best hands in the business so far here tonight. And really, East Chicago's doing a great job of getting in those lanes. So they are some of the best hands in the business, just like Bricklayers Local 4, Indiana, Kentucky. Check out baclocal4.org to find out how you can join the oldest continuous union in North America.
Yeah, and that last pick, Enyart just a half a step slow. The ball hits the glass. He then blocks it. They calling for the goaltending. It was the right call, though.
Yeah, it looked like it was pretty much up on the glass and starting its descent before it got blocked up top. So it'll be Lake Central ball here. Again, under a minute. Gale with it now on that left block. Enyart picks up his dribble. Bad spot to pick it up there. Sabador gives it up to Green. Across the timeline, down to 47 seconds. If you're Lake Central, do you hold for the last shot or try to get something here if you can even get a shot as this one gets flown into the air? Jump ball that favors Lake Central. And if there's no more jump ball calls, this is where, this works out for Lake Central right now to try to get a bucket before the end of the quarter. But now, if you're East Chicago, this gives you the ball to start the quarter unless there's another jump ball call.
Right.
So strategically, will you just let Lake Central have the ball instead of trying to fight for it? Is that one smacked down in front of Enyart? Ball out of bounds. Stays with Lake Central here. Or would you still try to fight for the possession?
I still fight for them because every possession is important. When you got a 5-point game here, you don't want to give up possession. If you can get the jump and the ball back, you stop Lake Central from scoring.
Enyart short on the hook, gets his own rebound, loses it, and now East Chicago. With 25 seconds to go, they're likely to hold for that final shot. No, Murphy driving, loses it, and it goes out of bounds. It's going to stay here on this end of the court with East Chicago, so it must have been tipped by Lake Central.
Yeah, strong drive down the left side of the baseline there. Gets to the basket, got cut off by Lake Central. Lake Central just tipped it away from him.
Finding Wallace on the inbound, able to keep it here in the front court. Down to 15 seconds. Murphy, 8 points away, puts up a shot off the window and good. Ball loose on the floor. Quarter comes to an end, but Murphy gets one last bucket here in the third. It is a 7-point game as we go to the fourth. You're watching Game Night of the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
Flip the switch, a light turns on. Press the button, machines and instruments come to life. Touch the screen, communicate with the world. Simple tasks, guaranteed results, every second of every day. That's the power of power. And that's the power brought to you by the NECA contractors and electrical workers of Local 531.
Welcome back to Game Night here on the Region Sports Network. Start of the fourth quarter. Don't forget to visit regionsports.com, Facebook/Region Sports Nation, and Instagram for this week's Powering Indiana Peak Performers, presented by NECA IBEW, Powering Indiana of Lake County, the region's most trusted electricians. All right, 7-point game here as we start the fourth quarter. Amari Wallace with the basketball to start things up for the Cardinals. Murphy wants the basketball here in this fourth quarter. 6 points away from history. Williams to Watkins. Back to Wallace, and now East Chicago in a position where they're willing to, make sure that they get the shot that they want. Good ball movement against this zone for Lake Central. Bell puts up against the contact, no good. Out of bounds, it'll be Lake Central ball, and the FAR official is going to come in saying, I think I saw something a little bit differently. And it's going to stay East Chicago ball.
It's not going to sit well with the Lake Central fans where the official from the outside comes in and sees a tip ball, but he couldn't see in the first half a guy step on the line for backcourt. Their fans aren't happy.
Watkins in the wing in front of his bench. Again, East Chicago, I wouldn't say this isn't the playing not to lose. This is waiting and trying to get something to Murphy there as Enyart streaking down the floor, has Murphy behind him, tips it out of bounds. It'll be Lake Central ball here.
Yeah, no one telling him that he's got a player coming from behind him to swat it. But, yeah, East Chicago taking their time, looking for a good shot. They've been penetrating, getting to the hoop. Lake Central's been getting to the hoop.
Sabador
just not
on
hitting.
the inbound. Got it. That's his 5th triple of the night.
Yeah, out of bounds play. Just somebody lost their assignment there.
And that's one you need a guy off the bench to help pick up. You got a guy in Zachary Green who over these last 4 games averaging 28 points a game. And he has only scored 3 tonight.
Yeah, he just can't get on track. He's driving hard to the basket, drawing a lot of contact, not getting the foul or the basket.
And we've got a timeout taken by East Chicago. It'll be a 30-second timeout. And when you talk about, Zach Green, I said 28 points in that last 4 games. He averages 18 points a game. So you're looking to him for a lot of the scoring. Obviously, there are other avenues for that to happen, but that's kind of the guy you're used to going to. So if he's not doing it, somebody else has got to pick it up. And right now tonight, that's Noah Sabador.
Yeah, he's finding the open shot in the corners, which must be his spot. When he's lining it up, he keeps that elbow in, and it's a nice stroke right to the basket. And
normally guys like Enyart will be right behind in terms of scoring. He's got 6 on the evening, the only other player in double-figure scoring. Next one comes down as Noah Sabador at 7 points a game, so he's well past that particular mark at the moment. That's what makes games like this fun is, even in a game for East Chicago, for Murphy, obviously averages 22 points a game, and for the longest time it was Watkins who was the one coming in with the leading scorer in that first half with 7 points. So
yeah, Murphy looks like he can dribble and get to his spot almost any time he wants.
Gale almost pokes this one away, but he gets called for the foul.
Yeah, tried to come up with the steal on the pass.
So for Gale, that's his first.
Just a half a step.
Inbound is to Murphy here. Again, a 4-point game, down to 6:25 to go in this one. Pass to the corner with Wallace. Wallace drives. Watkins. Driving to his right. Stops, now reverses. Turns it out, Bell. Murphy looks for the 3 on the baseline. It's no good. Strong box out by Wallace, and Green able to still come down with it. Hard to believe out of all that there is no whistle. Enyart got swarmed. Keeps it and gets it out of bounds here, and we have a potential injury on the floor maybe.
Yeah, Enyart
I don't know if
recovering
Williams,
the ball, but he was on the line.
Williams was grabbing his ankle, but I think he's tying that shoe, and he's going to make his way to the bench under his own power, which is always good to see. Hopefully it's just a little bit of a tweak. Maybe got bumping of the knees.
Yeah,
but it looks like an ankle. He was tying the shoe.
Rolled over his foot, tied it a little bit tighter, keep that swelling down until this 5:49 is over. You can ice tomorrow.
Wallace. Well, we talked about, for East Chicago, the last time they played a varsity game was back on January 30th, and Murphy got smacked and knocked down, and Gale comes in and scores. That was an odd sequence right there. Stolen away by Ireland now. 2-point game. 5:20 to go. Lake Central defending home court.
Yeah, Gale took that all the way to the basket. I think the East Chicago guys thought on the break he was going to try to pass the ball.
He's got room to run. He goes up too strong off the window. We've got a whistle, and this might be against Lake Central.
Enyart over the back there.
So the foul on Enyart, that'll be his 3rd. So I wouldn't consider that foul trouble at this point.
No.
If he picks up a 4th here quickly, then it would.
It's just being aggressive. trying to get that rebound.
But Lake
Keeps their
Central putting
possession
on
alive.
the full court press. It goes into the hands of Salvador, who loses it himself. Body's hitting the floor, and Green, who was looking like almost like a soccer slide there, and I believe he's the one that's going to get called for the foul. You know, obviously we can't hear what's being said down on the floor. It feels like the game is getting chippy, but I don't think it really is. It's just a lot of guys that are hustling to the ball, and it's just meeting a lot of contact.
Yeah, Lake Central right there, the coach wanted a travel. The guy that they inbounded it to passed it back to the inbounder, just started walking down the court.
Wallace with the spin move and putting it in.
Move.
That even got Zach Miller here to my right here, all impressed.
Wallace with a beautiful spin move. Got it right to the center of the lane and just laid it in.
Zach Miller working production. Mike Dewan working one of the cameras. Zach Zanelli working another. Javi Esquivel here as well. Got the crew out tonight. Salvador trying to keep it on this end of the floor. And now Green here. Down by 4. Lake Central loses it, puts it up, has it swatted away by Wallace. Here goes Watkins. A lot of contact. Ball doesn't fall, and the foul will be on Spencer Gale.
Yeah, East Chicago just sitting down in that paint, now swatting shots. Lake Central just can't buy a basket.
Well, I know your philosophy when I was growing up was always, well, if you're going to get the foul, make it work, make it count. It didn't go down. That was Gale's philosophy there. Doesn't want the ball to go down.
Yeah, you don't want any and ones, especially on a layup. If you're going to commit the foul, that shot better not be getting above the rim.
And Watkins can't get that one to go. But that's what, I applaud Watkins for still throwing it up there. It came close. He was absorbing the contact, but also trying to fight through it as well to still get the bucket. A lot of guys, will try to fade away to kind of avoid the contact and then hope for the call and then still go to the line. He still fought through it. I love that. Knocks that one down. So Spencer Gale will draw up the play here, down 5. 4:05 to go in this one. Gale driving, baseline, kicks it out. Green. I can tell you right now, that's a play Lake Central works on in practice. A play like that, falling out of bounds and throwing it to the corner. And you're up, and the ball goes in, and there's a whistle.
Yeah, Williams just a step slow on the help defense. Einier took it right to him.
I don't know if either of our cameras can pick up. Right at center court, there's a jubilant fan, Mr. Aguilera there. He is at all the games. LC super fan for sure. Einier going for the three-point play. Knocks it down. His first free throw. He shoots pretty well from the free throw line. 76% free throw shooter. So 2-point game, 3:40 to go. Wallace standing in front of his bench, looking to feed it. It looked like he was trying to feed it to Murphy. Murphy telling him to go around me on the screen. Now he's going to go the other way. Rolling outside is Murphy. Wallace. I think he wanted Murphy to wait in the back there. Oh, Watkins had a spin move and the ball out of bounds. It'll be Lake Central ball. Yeah. Trying just to do a little bit too much on that play.
Nice spin move right back into the lane there almost where you can get an easy shot up. But Lake Central tips the ball back off his leg.
So 3:21 left in this one. Lake Central stands at 4 fouls, by the way. So that puts East Chicago in the bonus on the next Lake Central foul. East Chicago only with the 1. Ball out of bounds, and he's looking for the official looking for help, and we're going to say Lake Central ball.
Yeah, Spencer Gale pretty much running the top of the offense here, trying to let Green just to get open.
Green still with just the 3 points in the game. Very uncharacteristic for him, but at the end of the day, if he gets the win, he's not going to care about that. Einier beyond the arc. Gale trying to direct the traffic here. Gives it up to Green. Green to Salvador. Spins it around. Back to Gale here. Salvador thought about the three.
Yeah, Murphy right on him once he caught that ball at the three-point line.
Gale kicks it out to Ireland. Ireland loses it, and we'll have a foul taken there as Ireland makes contact with Wallace, and that's going to put Wallace at the line. So for Ireland, that is his fourth foul of the game. So that with 2:30, that is definitely foul trouble. So Wallace to the line. He's got 6 points on the evening, trying to extend that. Knocks that one down. That's a big free throw for East Chicago here. Puts him up 3, has a chance to make it a 2-possession game here with 2:30 to go. And this is for, can't get that one to go. Good box out for Lake Central. So he's had 7 points as Wallace averages 11. Gale trying to communicate, loses it. Here goes Wallace. Gets it to go. What a play for Wallace. Extends the lead to 5. Just over 2 minutes to play. And we've got timeout taken by Lake Central. And I think we might have some battling fans down there in terms of cheering. I don't know if some of them are East Chicago fans. I haven't been able to tell. Interesting. Always fun to see battling back and forth. As long as it stays civil, I'm all for it.
Yeah, that's you want the kids to have fun at these games. It's Tuesday night. It's not a Friday night or Saturday night game, so you don't get as many kids from school to travel all the way to Lake Central from East Chicago. But it's always fun to watch the student body go back and forth.
We do have awards we're going to hand out at the end of this one. One of those is the Crowd Company's Lantern Man Superhero of the Game. They have offices open 9 to 7 Monday through Friday, and Saturdays until 2 in Highland, Maryville, and Michigan City. We've also got the Boilermakers Local 374 Blue Collar Player of the Game. Learn about apprenticeship programs and more at local374.org. And then the Iron Workers 395 Play of the Game. For more information about the apprenticeship program, check out ironworkers395.com. So 1:57 to go. Lake Central ball. They trail by 5. Both teams with 3 timeouts left. The possession arrow favoring Lake Central at the moment. And they are starting their offensive process very high on the court. So what I mean by that is very near the mid-court line.
Yeah, they're trying to get East Chicago to spread out a little bit because Lake Central likes to drive to the middle, and it's hard to drive if everybody's in.
Green with the jump shot. Good. It's going to be a different game if he starts heating up here in this final 90 seconds. Murphy, he's been quiet here this fourth quarter. Going up, off the window, too strong. Gets his own rebound somehow, puts it up and in. And now we have a timeout taken by East Chicago. It'll be a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here.
Yeah, Murphy staying with that missed shot, stays with it, gets the offensive rebound, puts it back in.
So 1:14 left to go in this one. Make sure to stay. What's that?
2 to tie?
I think, yes. 3 to tie, 4 to break the record. I've got him for, let's see, 5, 6, 7. I've got him for 14 as of right now. Is that what you have?
Yeah.
All right. I must be doing something right if you and I are on the same page. Make sure to stay connected with all things Region Sports by supporting and following us on social media. We're always active on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, X, and online at regionsports.com. Celebrating over 25 years, we're proud to still be the only game in town. So Lake Central ball. Official letting Enyart know that he could go the baseline. Doesn't need to, though. Still a 5-point game, 47-42. Green spinning around, headed blocked from on top by Wallace. Wallace over to Bell. Watkins We'll see if there's going to be an emphasis to get to Murphy. Murphy up, blocked on top. Green screening through behind the back. Green up, blocked from behind. A lot of contact down on the baseline. It was Williams with the block. And the foul going to be against Lake Central here. Well, I was curious about, having not played since January 30th, if there'd be a little bit of rust for East Chicago. If there was, they shook it off pretty quick.
Yeah.
They get Cooper Cronky with the foul, and Bell goes to the line. Knocks it down. 48.3 seconds remain. It is a 2-possession game. Trying to make it a 3-possession game are the Cardinals. They have a pretty good contingency over behind the bench right now. Oh, that's a big hit for Keontae Bell.
And then he steals the inbound pass.
Steals it. 7-point game, gives it to Watkins. Wallace with 40 seconds. Lake Central has to foul, and the foul is against Noah Enyart. That'll be his 4th. So Wallace will go to the line. Trying to extend this lead even more. Already a 3-possession game. Knocks that one down with ease. These are some clutch free throws right now for East Chicago. I would say overall at the start of this, there was kind of a struggle to get those free throws down. They're hitting them when it matters the absolute most right now.
Yeah, they're zoned in right now. They're really playing good basketball.
Knocks that down. Yeah, this aggressiveness and being a close game really, I think, fired up East Chicago here. Enyart pulls up the shot, can't get it to go, gives it to Murphy. Murphy driving, no shot. It doesn't go down anyway, but he'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, Salvador wasn't going to just let him waltz it to the basket.
So he goes to the line to shoot 2. Again, he is 4 points away from breaking the school record. Make it down to 3. The foul, by the way, on Noah Salvador, his 3rd. Knocks it down. That's a clutch free throws for Murphy, so he is a basket away. Can he get it tonight will be the question. Almost the steal. Gives it to Wallace. Had it stolen out of bounds. Clock stops with 15.4. It will be East Chicago basketball.
With 15 seconds to go, you don't know if
they're going to get it to Murphy. Murphy for 3. Can't get it to go. Billmeyer gets the rebound. Can they get the steal in the final 10 seconds? They push it ahead. Salvador pulls up for another 3, and he hits. Can they get it quickly across the floor? 2 seconds. Murphy. Oh, he's going to come up just a bucket short of history. But he'll have the rest of the season to try it. All he needs is a bucket for that. And that'll be worth the price of admission. It'll be down in Indianapolis, though, as they will take on Indianapolis Cathedral on the 15th. So Salvador, by the way, picked up his 6th triple of the game. I got to believe that that's pretty close to the records for the most three-pointers in a game.
Yeah, that's a lot. You don't have a lot of guys that shoot that many to begin with, but he takes a lot of them, and he takes good conscious shots. He knows when he's open. He doesn't just force it. He's not just trying to throw it up at the rim. He gets good attempts. He gets a good look.
All right, we're going to step aside. We're going to crunch the numbers, and we'll give you the award winners on the other side of the break. You are watching Game Night of the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
With 40 years of experience serving Indiana, Illinois, and Tennessee, Enigenberg Exteriors has only had one goal in mind: to achieve excellent customer service. From commercial and residential roofing to siding, window, and door replacement, Enigenberg Exteriors delivers 110% customer satisfaction from the first hello to the final walkthrough. Visit enigenberg.com for more information, or give them a call at 219-365-2837. Enigenberg Exteriors, restoring hope one project at a time.
Can't wait for summer, but dreading the heat because your old AC let you down? Don't sweat it out this summer. Call Economy Electric Heating and Cooling. The professionals there can fix you up. Install a central air unit that'll last for years. Your family deserves to stay comfortable. And with a 24/7 emergency service, comfort is just a phone call away. Give them a call at 219-923-4441 or check them out on the web at 4ajobdoneright.com.
Better Beef of Indiana. Hormone-free, locally raised, and locally processed beef. Better Beef of Indiana is located in Valpo at 2600 Beach Street, where you could buy individual cuts of beef completely raised in Hebron. From single pounds of ground beef to filet mignon, Better Beef of Indiana has it all. Visit their website at betterbeefindiana.com. Follow them on Facebook or call the owner, Kevin, directly at 219-508-5797. Better Beef of Indiana, where quality meets value.
Welcome back to Game Night here on the Region Sports Network. Michael Brenner here along with Ron Bradner. 53-45 the final here at Lake Central. The winning streak for Lake Central comes to an end. The losing streak for East Chicago comes to an end. So it was a good one from start to finish from the opening tip, as we imagined it would be. And, you know, these are just continuously good battles for East Chicago here down the stretch.
Yeah, both teams playing really, really hard. It started off kind of slow. Teams couldn't find the baskets, but they were working at it. It's really good defense. Was better than the offense the first half. Both teams really opened it up the second half, started scoring.
For East Chicago, 3 players in double figures. For Lake Central, just the one. And one was close, but just the one. All right, let's go ahead and name our award winners for tonight. Our Crowd Company's Lantern Man Superhero of the Game. It's time to recognize that award winner, and the Crowd Companies are proud to recognize the superheroes on the basketball court.
Yeah, Dominic Murphy, he played an all-around great game. Started out a little slow, 5 points the first half. Had a lot of pressure on him to try to break that school record. Comes up 1 point short of the tie. Goes for 16 points, but he just played a phenomenal game.
Yeah, he really did. It was impressive to watch him play. Wasn't even one of the starters, so he got those 16 points off the bench for East Chicago today, which is exactly what Noah Sabador did, as well as the only double-digit score. But Dominic Murphy definitely doing it for the East Chicago Central Cardinals today, 16 points, and he is your Crowd Company's Lantern Man Superhero of the game. Time to name the Boilermakers Local 374 Blue Collar Player of the game. Learn about apprenticeship programs and more at local374.org.
Yeah, we're going to go with another player that came off the bench, Noah Sabador. He hit 18 points, 6 threes. That's a pretty good night.
Oh, I said 16. Yeah, he had 18 points on the night. Yeah, pretty impressive for the young man, the senior for this team. But yeah, off the bench, you'll take that every day from the coach, you know, and especially in a situation where, you know, your leading scorer didn't get as many points, and I did a good job of really shutting him down. So coming off the bench, really great efforts from Noah Sabador in this one. Now the Ironworkers 395 play of the game. Brought to you by Ironworkers Local 395. To find out how you can become a union ironworker, visit ironworkers395.com.
Yeah, there was a couple of them there down the stretch with just over 2 minutes to go. Wallace picks Gale's pocket. Then you had the big block from Williams. But I'm going to go with 40 seconds to go. The inbound steal from Bell. Bell hits a basket, then steals Lake Central's inbound pass to keep the lead at 7 and leaves Lake Central with no ball.
Yeah, that was a big turning point for kind of a statement bucket for East Chicago in that one. Good call on that play. All right, our executive producer is Chris Ramirez, our operations manager, Rich Castillo, our coordinating producer, and our on-site producer today is Zach Miller. Our sports director, also one of our camera guys today, was Mike DeWan. We also had Zach Zanelli working the camera tonight as well. Javi Esquivel doing a great job as well with us tonight. Your broadcast group, myself, Michael Brenner, along with my dad, Ron Brenner. Big thanks to coaches Marui and Sexton for getting us everything we needed for the game today for East Chicago and Lake Central, respectively. Of course, a big thanks to athletic directors Graylin Gordon and Chris Enyart as well for helping us out and helping us get a good prime spot to broadcast from tonight. And, of course, you, the viewers, on Facebook, YouTube, regionsports.com, and the IHSAA Champions Network. Without you all, we wouldn't be able to do what we do. So thank you very much for tuning in. We appreciate it. Plenty more coming up. Regionals coming up for girls basketball, semi-state for wrestling, and more regular season boys basketball all here on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.